We are live. Hey folks, thank you for tuning in here. Acting Nicholas WX Watch team here. We are joined here with Austin and Travis Murray, media manager and radar tech. They're going to be helping us out here, keep us weather aware and safe. We got currently a new tornado watch that was allowed to be issued for the Nebraska and Kansas regions. This is because we could see that possible chance of tornadoes and an enhancement of supercells. Bear with me as I try to figure out how to mute my audio coming back before it drives me crazy, and we'll do so after a bit. Anybody mind taking over real quick?
I can if you want me to.
Yep, that works.
All right, so there is a severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning, South Dakota, Kentucky, West Virginia. The main storm's gonna be around the Kansas and like the Central Plains, in my opinion. Um, these storms in the South Dakota, they have good hail cores. Uh, with 1.5-inch hail for the severe thunderstorm warning up in South Dakota. Um, These are individual supercells that's not connected, which gives the supercells room to uh, uh, grow energy and get power. So we're gonna have to keep watching that. Uh, I might have to look at a severe thunderstorm warning that's issued around the Louisville area here in Kentucky. Um, I seen there was rotation, like a tiny bit of rotation a couple scans ago. I ain't really seeing that now, so uh, there's just a severe thunderstorm warning in Louisville. 1 inch hail. The hail core looks like it's weakened a little bit. Um, Also, a severe thunderstorm warning in Cincinnati, where that also looks like the hail core has weakened a little bit. So that's good news, but we're gonna have to keep watching these storms and make sure that these storms don't regain strength.
Yes, and I do agree with you, Austin. Great job on that. And yeah, that is one thing we're going to continue to monitor for sure. And I still cannot figure out why I'm getting audio. Anyway, um, we won't worry about that. So yes, what Austin was talking about here, we do got several severe thunderstorm warnings out and about throughout the South Dakota regions. We did have a few in Oklahoma and Texas, but those were allowed to expire. We'll talk a little bit more about Oklahoma and Texas here in a minute, but I want to focus on to the Kentucky regions and West Virginia and Virginia regions. We do currently have a at least three severe thunderstorm warnings in Kentucky and one in Indiana. That's just barely there. These are not even under a severe thunderstorm watch. These are just generally there. They're pop-up showers and storms is what we'll call them. But this one right here, just south of LaGrange, Kentucky, is one that we need to continue to watch for because you could see that almost like a bean shape. That's what I was looking for. It's a bean shape, and normally when you see tornadoes, tornado genesis, and tornadoes in general develop, you'll see them develop right in this area. And Austin pointed out earlier of a possible rotation. I do agree with that, but also right now here in the next couple of scans, I'm not seeing anything with rotation. And just a curiosity on how high the storm is, it's high, but I mean, it's pretty high, 40 feet high in the atmosphere. Not even 40 feet, probably a couple thousand feet up there in the atmosphere. But the main threat right now is going to be hail. This storm can still begin to rotate as it connects with that energy that's already out there. But right now, the main threat is hail with the storm. That's up to 1 inch, and blowing trampolines may get blown away. Anything that you have outside may get damaged from the storm. So please do pay attention with that and stay weather aware. Bringing our focus over here to the storm just south of Cincinnati. We don't really have a good radar imagery on it due to just not having good radar coverage. I mean, there's a radar here, but it's not the best radar. But Again, this storm also has some hail, up to 1 inch possible, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. They did expire the back half severe thunderstorm warning that was right in here. That one was allowed to expire, and they're going to continue the other one here as the storm begins to move through. You got another 30 minutes on that storm. You got 15 minutes on the one just south of LaGrange. We move over here to where we currently have a severe thunderstorm watch through the West Virginia and Virginia areas. We got one severe thunderstorm warning for 1.25-inch in size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That is what we'll continue to watch for here in a little bit. Um,
Hey Nick, can I point out something?
yep.
Or so all right, so the severe thunderstorm warning near the Louisville community and the LaGrange and Crestwood community, that hill core has weakened by a good amount. Uh, we ain't really seeing the pink anymore, which usually shows the hail. So that's good, but like I said, we're gonna have to keep watching these storms because they're all by themselves a little bit. So we're gonna have to keep watching it. But this storm, particularly in around the Louisville, Jefferson County area, we're going to have or the hail values are starting to weaken a little bit, so that's a good thing.
Yes, I agree with you, Austin. Bear with me here real quick. Oh no, I'm getting some weird stuff going on with some of my stream softwares. Anyway, actually,
Nick,
that might be because somebody's stream is down. Anyway, yes, go ahead, Austin.
I was kind of listening to the live stream, and like they can hear me, but they can't really hear me well with my volume all the way up. So I just wanted to let you know so people could hear us.
All right, I turned it up a little bit.
All right, thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. And we continue to have two severe thunderstorm warnings in the South Dakota region here. Those severe thunderstorm warnings, almost 2 inches of hail is possible with these two. And that's very large hail. I'm actually going to try to pull up a graph that was sent to me real quick. Let's see if I can get it open for y'all.
Hey, Nick, can I say something right here?
Yes, you may.
So in this South Dakota region with the severe thunderstorm warning extending to Norris and right north of Parmelee, the Ecotops is at 47.00, which is really high. With this one, and White River is also at a 47, really high. That's really high. And with the St. Francis area, it's at a 47. And for y'all watching,
Much here. They couldn't hear me. Uh, we could really see how much here on what we're seeing. We got a lot of hail falling throughout the Rapid City region, and they're not exactly warned yet, but heavier rain and some smaller and larger hail is possible. As these continue to get warned, we'll continue to update you on that. Another thing I want to talk about here in a minute is what our atmosphere looks like, what we can see. But real quickly here, bear with me. All right, folks. So switching it over here, I have switched my audio. Here, y'all are not able to hear anybody else but me. But so here's our hail size. Non-severe pea-size hail is about 1.25, 4 inches, one fourth of an inch there. Non-severe, you got pea to dime size hail and nickel size. Severe is normally about quarter to ping pong ball size hail. So with the severe thunderstorm warnings that we currently have, we are seeing ping pong ball size hail around the north, uh, uh, South Dakota regions. Excuse me. Yep. And that is something we'll continue to see throughout the evening, and that's just one of the larger threats that we're going to continue to see, most definitely.
Hey Nick, can they still not hear me, or can they hear me now?
They can hear me.
Okay, so like like I said about these echo tops in South Dakota, they're around the higher 40s, lower 50s, which is really high. And like I said, the higher the echo tops, the bigger the hail. So, like these storms ain't fully warned yet. I mean, there's some warned storms, but a lot of them just have special weather statements. Um, I think that there's gonna be more severe thunderstorm warnings later, later. I say like 15 to 20 minutes than special weather statements because these are starting to grow in strength and they're putting out more severe thunderstorm warnings for the South Dakota area.
Correct. And sorry, I was reading something here soon. I don't know if I can. I'll have to ask Tanner, but I'm gonna send this to the group when I get a chance to. This is very helpful when we're talking about severe weather products and stuff. But just I was letting you all know on that base. All right. So as we also talk about the current severe weather, I do want to talk about what we have in place for today. We take a look at today's day one outlook through all the. We'll turn this off real quick so we can actually see uh, the outlook. And we currently have an enhanced risk stretching from Kansas into the all the way into North or South Dakota. Bear with me, and so that will stretch from South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, and maybe a very small part of Oklahoma. But this is where we could see that larger threat of large hail, damaging winds up to 65 and 70 miles per hour, and tornadoes. And according to the National Weather Service, and reading about it all day today, and kind of looking at the models, we could see supercells start to develop later this evening in the Oklahoma and Nebraska, South Dakota regions. And when these develop, we're beginning to move into the overnight stage here. So we're expecting a nocturnal storm, severe weather for this evening, and that is very concerning for all of us. If you are out in this area and you're under any watches or you're under any risk, please be sure to have ways to get warnings and stay weather aware because nocturnal events, especially with that tornado potential, is not something to mess with at all. But it is something that we really need to keep an eye on. And we'll stay with you throughout the night to keep you weather aware and known on what is going to happen. Of course, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our day two outlook where this continues on into the Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois regions. This will continue with a 10% hatch risk for tornadoes and about a 45. Wait, before I say that, all right. So a 15% wind risk for day two and a 30% hail risk for day two as well. And that also has a hatch risk with it. And for today, tornado risk is a 10% hatch risk, wind risk is a 30% risk, and hail risk is a large 30% hatch risk. We do got an area south of Oklahoma, uh, which is in the Texas regions down here, just south of that region, where we could see that larger hail. But the tornado threat in that area will definitely go down due to that cap not breaking. Cap is an area in the atmosphere that we watch for to see storm development. Now, we can have storms develop with out the cap breaking, but they're going to be very elevated. They're not going to be as strong. If we get that cap to break, all that energy goes out and it just begins to really touch that atmosphere where we got rotating upper layer winds in the atmosphere and just all kinds of things just go together, and that's your ingredients pretty much for severe weather in that region. But that's what cap has to do with that. Cap is a little different from cape as well. So again, we continue to see this tornado watch continue in the Kansas regions. So far, we do not, uh, the Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska regions, so far we do not have any storms developing in this region just yet. Maybe a little storm developing outside or just right outside of the tornado watch. But we do have an area here that you can obviously see where a line may be there, and we are beginning to really see development. And
Hey Nick, can I say something real quick?
yes, you may.
All right, so for that severe thunderstorm warning in Cincinnati, that has been allowed to expire. They have replaced that with a special weather statement that's going to expire for 20 minutes, or in 20 minutes, where the severe thunderstorm warning around the Louisville area still has, you all still have like 4 minutes left. Um, I think they may just issue a special weather statement after this one um expires, since this is kind of weakening a little bit, or this has weakened. Um, I don't know. Do you think they're gonna make a special weather statement, Nick?
Most likely. Um, you said the one just south of Lagrange expired.
Yep.
Yeah, most likely they'll issue it as a special weather statement. Um, there is a report. I'm just looking at that report that was issued at 7:48 p.m. Central Daytime that a tree was down. This is reported by an NWS employer. So that is going to be around the Centerfield region on just west of 393. Can you
Uh,
take over real quick for me?
yes, I can. So, we're gonna head back to these storms in South Dakota and northern Nebraska. These storms, like I keep saying, these storms have really big echotops. Like I say, when I mean echotops, I mean good sized hail that could be falling from these storms. And like I said, they haven't made a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings yet. But I think when like 10 to 15 minutes later, they're gonna start issuing these severe thunderstorm warnings because of these uh hail cores. Uh, like I said, uh, White River, you're right on the border of this severe thunderstorm warning. Um, near Norris, you're really close to that severe thunderstorm warning. Um, Mission, Valentine, you're all in that not severe thunderstorm warning, but special weather statement. Um, Philip, South Dakota, you're all in a special weather statement. Get ready for these storms to start moving through your area, because these storms have really good hail. So you're gonna have to protect your cars. Uh, just protect everything you can, because these storms can produce some good size hail. You don't want um hail damage to vehicles, especially vehicles. You don't want that. So just like put your vehicles in the garage, or like I don't know, somewhere you can protect your vehicle. Um, these storms ain't really showing any rotation for the South Dakota area. I'm pretty sure. Uh, maybe the most rotation is around uh uh um the I or not the I, but Highway 44 in South Dakota, near the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in Allen, and near Kyle and Wembley. Uh, Maybe that's the greatest rotation, and maybe near the White River. But basically, there's basically like zero. I ain't gonna say zero, but there's very, very, very little rotation with these storms. The main threat for these storms will be a hail, and we can clearly see that. Um, Nick, where are you getting the information from these storms? Okay, I'll keep. Hey, Nick, did you hear me? Oh, okay, sorry. Where are you getting information from these storms? What website?
Radar Omega.
Oh, Radar Omega.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
on the advanced versions of it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually, it's not advanced. I think you should be able to get it for free if you have Radar
Yeah, I just reset my phone like a week ago, and I had to re-download everything. So,
Omega. I do
and
apologize, folks. I had to get up and do something really quick. Right now, the severe weather threat is elevated, but we are just getting to the beginning of the severe weather event. We're not exactly done, and we're not going to be done for a while. So don't let your guard down. Um, as many of us are beginning to try to go to sleep, get ready for work and school tomorrow, I suggest that you stay weather aware and have plenty of ways to get warnings. To my three people that are currently joining us here live, we are covering 40 severe weather threat or possible tornado outbreak towards the central plains and southern plains and even northern plains. We just got a new warning there. Uh, I don't know where that new warning was. Might have been for this area here. Okay, let's see. Uh, So yes, West Virginia and Virginia. Yep, we just got an extension warning for the Bluefield and Princeton region. If you are out in those regions, uh, go ahead and move into your interior room of a sturdy building and stay weather aware. We'll keep an eye on this storm here for you, but this is mainly again that pop-up storm where we'll deal with those 1 inch in size hail, p to dollar, not dollar size, but p to quarter size hail possible within that storm. We got a storm behind this one or that one there, and this one, if it gets into that environment, it will also possibly go severe. We're continuing to really watch for this area here of development. We're not seeing anything yet. Maybe some slight development trying out here. Uh, I do believe our dry line or any frontal is out here somewheres because we do got this little area of rain just towards the Garden City or more likely noise. So that is something we continue to watch for throughout the evening and to keep an eye on. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for this one storm that is west of White River, north of Norris, in or South Dakota. I'm gonna keep calling it North Dakota today, aren't I? All right. So this storm is mainly warned for the larger hail. The winds are gonna be below warning criteria, but larger hail is within that warning criteria. So if you are in that area, be taking shelter into an interior room, staying away from windows and doors, and you should be safe as long as you stay weather aware and keep an eye on the severe storm.
hey Nick, can you keep covering for me? Travis sent me something, and I'm
Yep,
trying to figure out how it works. Thank you.
yep, that works. I can cover for you. So the main thing tonight is just right now severe thunderstorm warnings is our main thing that we're continuing to watch for. But see, we just did get a new severe thunderstorm warning for the. Bear with me as I try to pull up my radar real quick. And we currently have. Sorry, folks. We currently have a severe thunderstorm warning for the Wood and Carter region in South Dakota. So this is going to be mainly for 1.25 inch in size hail. Again, that wind threat is fairly small. Uh, it's below warning severe warning criteria, but we do got that severe thunderstorm warning for the larger hail. I'm going to go ahead and get some music playing for us real quick, as it's really going to be quiet for a good bit, in my opinion, other than the severe thunderstorm warnings that we're getting now. Uh, I believe it's going to stay quiet for a little bit until we get later into the evening and overnight hours. So bear with me. All right, we're going to get some just slow music to play. And when things start to pick up, we'll kind of talk a little bit more, but I don't want to leave us in silence.
Yeah, sorry, Nick. I'm trying to just figure out what Travis sent me, and just trying to figure it out.
All good. They have expired the one severe thunderstorm warning for the Rosebud area in South Dakota. So now we are down to one severe thunderstorm warning in the South Dakota region. Thank you to my folks that are tuning in and joining us here. Again, we are covering for the possible severe weather that is ongoing in the plains.
Nicholas.
Yep, I'm here.
I'm gonna. Is it break? Like music?
They can still hear you. I'm just kind of waiting here.
I'm gonna share my screen so Austin what I'm doing.
All right. Alright, folks, we do apologize for the silence. There's just not much going on right now, which is what we really want to see, but unfortunately, I do suggest that we're going to continue to see a lot of storm development throughout the night, especially through the Nebraska and Kansas regions through that area. If you are new here, we are located in the North Alabama region, and we're here to help cover for the severe weather in the region and to keep people weather aware. We're getting a little bit of development in the Nebraska region. I can hear somebody's feedback. If y'all can turn down my YouTube video if you're watching it, that would be great. Thank you.
Sorry, Nick. I think it was me. I'm not watching your video. It's just my phone was.
It's alright.
Yep.
We do have some newer storms down south in the Texas region. Okay. Our internet status just dropped a lot here, but I think we're still live. So, if you folks do get a delay, we do apologize. We just had an internet issue here where it dropped like at least 100 frames. So we're gonna have some buffering issues as always, but as long as we can get people in their safe place, that's where I'm at here. But we currently still have this train to watch. That's going to continue for about 19 more minutes. I believe they're not going to continue this train to watch. I don't think they will, due to just that cap that wasn't allowed to break. We continue to see this train to watch in Oklahoma for 33 more minutes. We go move up north. We got this one that will continue for the next 2 to 3 hours from now. We got a severe thunderstorm watch over here that will continue for about the same hours. And going over here to the Virginia region, we got 18 minutes on these watches, and they will be allowed to be dropped. My focus is going back down here where we are starting to see some storms fire down here towards the Rochester, Haskell, Rural, and Hamlin, Texas region, where we may see an uptick in these storms if they can attach to some atmosphere and attach to that wind shear that's up there, 5,000 millibars up in the atmosphere. If they can attach to that, we can see these storms begin to rotate. We got winds. We got some closer ground winds blowing around this area, some upper winds blowing up here, and some winds coming in this way. All of that's going to cause some type of rotation within that middle part. But again, it just very much depends on the cap. We're continuing to really just keep a monitor on most of these storms as they begin to develop, especially throughout the Texas regions and going into Oklahoma and Kansas. Again, we don't have long in this trail watch. Down here, we got about 17 to 32 more minutes on the trail watch, and southern Oklahoma, including Altus, and central Texas, including Sweetwater, Abilene.
Nicholas.
Travis, go ahead.
We do have reports and a tree down.
Why is there so many dishes on
Reported.
the sink, guys?
You're good, Travis. Just continue to talk.
Call center have reported a tree down on Smith Station Road.
All right, thank you. I did just see that there, so I appreciate you, Travis, there. So we are getting damages of from these storms around the Virginia region here. As these storms continue to blow through, trees are beginning to be knocked down, and some larger hail is falling with some of these storms down here, especially in the Princeton area of Virginia. Again, we still got about 31 more minutes to 16 more minutes on this severe thunderstorm watch around the Virginia region. We'll see what they do about that and continuing throughout the evening here. But reports of a tree down on the Smith Station Road area in the Virginia region. So that is what we'll continue to monitor as those storms are beginning to weaken a little bit, but they're still there.
Hey, Nick, can I say something?
Yep. Go ahead.
There's now a flash flood warning for the area near Louisville, Crestwood, Lagrange. There is now a flash flood warning. It says at 9:35 Eastern Daylight Time, emergency management reported East Moody Lane near Highway 53 was impassable due to high water. Between 1 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. In addition, additional rainfall amounts up to 1 inch are possible in this warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing.
And thank you, Austin Jones, for that update there. So, around that area of LaGrange where we had this storm that was recently issued, what caused this storm to be issued here, or this flash flood warning to be issued, is this storm has just kind of sit over the same areas, and with it being severe, it has dropped lots and lots of rain over the area. And you could actually see how it almost looks like we're getting development pretty much off of the river here, just off of Louisville. And it almost looks like we're getting some showers and storms developing and flowing into this main storm. If that is possible, that's pretty cool, and first of all, but it's also not beneficial uh, for the it's beneficial for the flash flooding, and that's not what we want to see, most definitely. But if it is coming off that river, that is something we'll have to continue to watch for, most definitely. If you would like to say anything via the live chat, you may. If you got any questions, maybe for your area, maybe if you are curious what might happen in your area, feel free to comment down in the live chat, and I will answer your questions. If you don't, that works as well.
Hey Nick, where do you find these storm reports on Radar and Mega with like the tree falling down and everything?
Um, it's it looks like a text box almost on the Outlook and monitoring,
Yeah,
and you click on it. Nope, never mind. Hold on. It looks like a page, like you're flipping a page almost.
yeah. Is it
That's
mesoscale discussions?
no, wrong one. Go down to data overlaying settings and click on the one that looks like a page that's being opened.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I have that turned on.
Okay,
I got wind damage and spotter hail on.
awesome. All right, so continuing. All right, we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning for this one storm down here, I believe, in the Princeton region. No, I think this one is just anyway, it continues for 42 more minutes with gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour and hail up to 1 inch. There's already been reports of damage, tree damage, from this storm, so we already know this storm is packing a good punch out here in Virginia. If you are out in front in Princeton, Blue Well, Bluefield, if you are out in those regions, be in your safe place as this storm begins to move into your region. It's not exactly tornado warned, but it is mainly severe warned, and severe thunderstorm warnings are still as significant as a tornado warning can be as well. Really continuing to watch for the areas in South Dakota and Nebraska as these storms continue to move through the region. And same for the areas down into the Kansas regions here. We're not seeing any development just yet. It's still taking its sweet time. Well, and honestly, we really want to see that as the evening goes, because that could help. That could mean that our cap hasn't broken in this region earlier, but I would be surprised if we don't see anything due to how much just how much sun we've seen out here. And looking at model guidance here using the HRRR, I want to show you folks here real quick. You can see we'll start seeing some development in the Oklahoma region of the panhandle of Oklahoma within the 12 to 1 a.m. hours on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I don't foresee us being live that long due to us, unfortunately, having school. But if I had the availability, I would definitely stay live for that storm. But for right now, um, if we do end the live stream, please do stay tuned with your local National Weather Service and your news station. Also, Ryan Hall, y'all, will be live till 3 a.m. If y'all don't know Ryan Hall, y'all, he's a pretty cool weather dude on Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube, with over 1. I think 1 million subscribers on there. So definitely go check them out if we do end the live stream. And again, stay tuned to your local National Weather Service. But we're really going to continue to watch throughout the evening as we'll have a lot of cells just develop into the area that will then congeal into a messy line of storms as the low pressure system will catch up behind it and push through. So that is what we're going to continue to watch for throughout the evening. Take a look at surface temperatures here as it loads. We still got temperatures that are going to stay in those 70s and 80s throughout the night. As those storms begin to develop, they're just going to eat up that atmosphere. But as of right now, the dry front is pretty much just now beginning to move into the Kansas and Oklahoma regions. And we're going to continue to really monitor that area. Looking at your surface-based CAPE, we do currently have about 3,000 CAPE out there. This is still model guidance, but this is what we are seeing as well. Supercell composite is really picking up on that possibility of seeing a lot more possibility of seeing those supercells this evening. And looking at your mean layer cake, same thing, about 3,000. So really active evening is going to be possible for the Kansas, Oklahoma, and Nebraska regions. And that's what prompted the trying to watch for this area right here due to that one model guidance. We still got 23 more minutes on our tornado watch down in Texas. We're starting to see these storms begin to develop here towards Knox City, Texas. We got a storm that is beginning to intensify. We're getting a little bit of lightning uptick in them and some larger hail that is being seen. Now, it's not in warning criteria yet, but if this continues through, the National Weather Service will possibly talk about issuing a severe thunderstorm warning for this one storm. I'm going to continue to really watch for any looks or ominous looks of a possible supercell of any type there. But right
Hey,
now I'm not seeing anything. Um, to the person that asked, what radar do I use? I use Radar Omega. Uh, we use Radar Omega here to keep people weather aware, but Radar Omega is an awesome data source here. Gives you many options. You can use the you can have dual. This is if you have the premium subscriptions and stuff with that, but you can get it for about $3 on your app store or on your computer, and it will give you your simple data of just radar. If you want all the other essentials with it, if you're a weather nerd like I am, I definitely recommend it premium. But Radar Omega is an awesome radar and is awesome to keep you weather aware when severe weather is going to strike your area.
hey Nick.
Go ahead.
Uh, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave the call. I'm gonna keep watching these storms. If I see any more significant, like, updates, I'll probably join back. I ain't feeling that great right now, so
All right, that
but
works.
just taking a little break.
Don't worry about if you're not feeling good. Just take your time tonight and rest the best you can.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, you have less time.
All right, hey, you too.
Bye. We just now got a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Carter and Wood and even the Moshier regions in South Dakota. This storm is something to really watch for. Um, just due to its look, it's got a bean shape, and a lot of these storms are going to be moving north. Uh, so that is really a continuation that I'm really going to continue to watch for certain. But as of right now, these storms are going to be packing a punch with 1 inch in size hail and 50 mile per hour wind gusts. A lot of lightning activity is being seen now with both of these storms. So if you're out in front of them, I'm sure you're getting a beautiful light show from these storms. And going back down to our Virginia regions here, we continue to see this severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like our storm is starting to die though, so they may allow this severe warning to be expired. We did get a continuation on our severe thunderstorm watch throughout the Virginia and West Virginia regions, or at least the Virginia regions, for another hour. So we're going to continue to watch for some stronger storms down in that region. We got 4 minutes on our tornado watch down in Texas here, and we continue to see our tornado watch in Oklahoma towards the Altus region. That will continue for another 19 more minutes. But we're about to see this tornado watch be dropped. If not, we may see a severe thunderstorm watch maybe there. But again, that cap, due to all that cloud cover that we saw today, the cap didn't really break throughout that region.
Well, hello guys, I'm back. I just realized right when I left, severe thunderstorm warning just got issued. You know, that's how weather is. So, I'm back.
Yep, that was for the South Dakota region.
Yep, and I'll be on here if things doesn't really change. You know, I'll probably leave again. Then again, there'll probably be another severe thunderstorm warning right after I leave again. Um,
Right.
but
We'll likely go to about 10 p.m. tonight, and then I will have to cut the live short, unfortunately, uh,
all right, yeah,
due to just school.
dude. Yep, I feel you, dude.
Thank you, David Alford. Glad that you're able to join, and hope you're staying weather aware.
And that new severe thunderstorm warning has uh 1 1/4 inch hail, right?
That nope, 1 inch in size hail. That's about it.
The new one,
I believe so.
the one that expires in 62 minutes.
Okay, no, that one, yeah, it has 1.25
Okay, is that
inch.
that's the new one, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
And 1.25 is just underneath golf ball size hail, so you're likely seeing golf ball size hail with this storm, if not larger.
This severe thunderstorm warning says a half dollar size hail, radar indicated, but get this, take this. Damage to vehicles is expected, so please protect your vehicles during this storm.
Yes, I do 100% agree with Austin. Um, like he just said there, we are seeing half-dollar size hail being reported within this new storm here, just towards the Parmalee and Rosebud regions, where we continue to see large hail that can be damaging to cars, roofs, anything that is outside that is breakable. is can be broken. Is what I'm trying to say here. So please do move in into an interior room of a sturdy building into your house. Treat this as if it was a tornado warning, but don't treat it lightly for sure. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts are being reported. Public resource or public source. Uh, this is being reported out here just south of Parmalee regions here. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts can damage sidings, trees, can tip over or push over semi trucks. So if you're out in that region, take that by granted and go slow. If you are driving in it, do not go under an overpass, but take it slow out there.
Um, with this other severe thunderstorm warning a little east of the one that just got issued near Rosebud, uh, this has a 1 inch hail, but get this again, like, please just take this. Damage to vehicles is expected. I don't want y'all having damaged vehicles because y'all didn't know that there was big hail that could damage your vehicles. That's the one thing I want you to know.
Austin,
Damage.
just not sorry to interrupt you there. So if we just look west, east of Mission, South Dakota, on that second storm, so the one that we were just talking about, we do got some broad rotation. That is
Oh,
going to be right there. There's some broad rotation just south of Highway 18. So
oh
we are
yes.
starting to pick up on that rotation there.
Thank you for telling me that, Nick. Thank you for interrupting me.
No problem. But take that as consideration. We're going to continue to watch this warning, and we're going to see what it does. But right now, we do got some slight rotation with the storm. We'll continue to watch it.
Travis, did you say something?
I think that was he unmuted.
All right. There's the other severe thunderstorm warning near Rosebud. There's some kinks with this. You see the severe thunderstorm warning near Rosebud, Nicholas.
Yeah, I do.
There's some kinks and tiny bit of rotation right there, a little bit. Yeah, oh yeah. The southern part of that storm just got a little bit of rotation. Um, or a
Yeah,
little
we'll
bit
have to
stronger.
continue to watch model trends, but I do see what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Um,
Uh, and not to only mention our tornado watch down in Texas and southern Oklahoma has now been allowed to be expired. So again, it has allowed to be expired. And if we look towards Virginia and West Virginia, our severe thunderstorm watch for those areas was also allowed to be expired. So they discontinued both of those. Now our main focus is going to be through the Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, South Dakota, and Oklahoma regions. Again, Colorado, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma, and even a small part of Texas. We got a tornado watch that continues for a few hours towards the Kansas.
I hate to interrupt real quick.
Go ahead.
Where's that broad rotation at? In what radar site?
Let's see. Use KLNX in Nebraska. It's gonna be central Nebraska.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I just want to tell y'all the reason why we do this is because we want to protect y'all. We want y'all to be safe during these storms because we care for y'all. We're doing this because we care for the people that's under these severe thunderstorm warnings and people that's under the risk. We care for everybody, but we want to make sure that these people are safe, and y'all are safe. So this is why we do this. This is why we cover these storms.
Yes, and I thank you, Austin. We do this for the love of weather and the love of keeping people safe throughout the regions here. And when severe weather strikes, we are here to cover and keep people weather aware. And just to mention, if you are east of Mission, this is a watch out warning here. Kind of use Ryan's saying here, but this is just kind of mentioning something real quick. We still have a bit of broad rotation within the storm, and just looking at model or not model, but velocity and radar trends here, it is continuing to weekly rotate there. Uh, that is a thing that we're going to continue to watch for. And going back to Rosebud, where Austin pointed out a possible slight rotation, that still continues, but that is very weak, and I'm just seeing mainly noise with that storm now, Austin. I'm not seeing rotation just yet. It would be great if this can move into a better radar area, because then we could really look deeper into that storm. But for right now, it looks to be a little. It looks to be that it's weakening.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I didn't know that it was pretty far away from this radar where it's about to be out of the radar zone.
Correct.
So that's my
And
fault.
my storm, just east of Mission, we're starting to lose that couplet on it itself too. So either
Okay.
it's going away from radar, or the couplets are actually breaking apart a little bit.
Yes, I agree. I'm gonna keep looking at this severe thunderstorm warning, or look at this severe thunderstorm warning in Virginia and West Virginia, very eastern, extreme portions of eastern Kentucky with this special weather statement. Now I'm gonna look at these what those are showing. 1 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Um, I mean I ain't really seeing anything, but it's, uh, yeah, I ain't really seeing anything around the Princeton and Bluefield area. On reflectivity, that is. Um, around Grundy. Uh, I mean, yeah, there's some on there's some severe potential with that.
Agreed. Thank you, uh, Austin. About forgot your name. Uh, so really continuing to just monitor these areas right now. Not only are we dealing with a lot of severe weather, we are also dealing with the fire danger area down here towards the New Mexico, Arizona, going into Colorado. This area around here where we are having that drier air and gustier winds, that fire potential is out there. I believe there has been a few reports of fires out in this region.
I think there's a dust advisory out there as well.
Yes.
Um,
And the
so
heat is not getting any better in this room.
so just to remind y'all, there is a flash flood warning for the Lagrange, Crestwood, uh, Park Lake areas. There's that flash flood warning where we had a storm come over those areas and just basically just stuck there, which created all that rain to stay and everything, which creating these floodings.
And not to interrupt you, Austin, there, great job. This flash flood warning will continue for the next 2 or 3 hours from now here within the area. But the heaviest of the rain has now moved out of that area, so that should help relieve the rivers and the roads out there that may be overflowing there. Um, but that is the main thing we're going to continue to watch for sure through the evening here. Going back up to where we have large hail still continuing to fall. The one storm in Rosebud now has 1.50 inches of hail possibly falling, with winds gusts up to 60 miles per hour possible, and 1.25 with wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour for our storm around the Wood, South Dakota regions. We're gonna just keep our eyes on this region. Still not seeing big development throughout this region. Again, this is what we really want to continue to see.
It's weird because those two severe thunderstorm warnings in South Dakota, the one east of Mission uses a different radar than the one west of Mission, but around the Rosebud area. It's really, really weird.
Agreed.
Um, that severe thunderstorm warning in Virginia has been allowed to expire. There is a special weather statement in extreme portions of eastern Kentucky and uh, western parts of Virginia and extreme southern parts of West Virginia.
Thank you, Austin. And looking down towards Dodge City here, where our first development, we are looking at the MRMS radar, and we may we might be seeing a possible development. I think radar is hinting on something down here, but at the same time, nothing is developed.
Now, I completely agree with you, Nick. There is a special weather statement down in Texas now, close to the Oklahoma border, around the Seymour area. It says, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Benjamin, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. Hazard is wind gusts of 40 miles an hour and half-inch hail. This is radar indicated, and gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects like trampolines and all that stuff. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. If outdoors, uh, consider seeking shelter inside a building. And I think there is a little bit of development right south of that, near the high school and rural. And what is Weinert? Uh,
It might be. You're looking down in Texas, you said?
yes. There's development right south of that special weather statement. So that is signs that there's development going on down in
Yeah,
Texas that's
Weiner.
moving north. I'm
So,
gonna look
really
2 seconds.
interesting thing here that I'm seeing is that we had storms previously over this area a few hours ago, and now we're seeing new development. So that shows that we still have the potential for storms to continue to develop into later this evening around the Texas region. We did see our tornado watch get dropped, and that's what we're going to continue to see
Hey
for
Nick,
the next few. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
You're good.
Um, this severe thunderstorm warning east of Mission, was that originally 1 inch hail or was it 1.25? I think it was one, right?
I'm not too sure.
Well, okay, I'm pretty sure it was one, but now it's up to 1.25, and this severe thunderstorm warning still has 1.5 inch hail in the Rosebud communities, with the echo tops in the 50s for the most part now, and 51 in the center of the severe thunderstorm warning, east of Mission.
Right. Okay, so our dry line is moving over the Kansas region. And we still got the energy out there. I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing some storms fire throughout the next couple of minutes to an hour within our dry line. The cold front is right behind it, and with that, our low pressure system is also pretty much right here behind that. And you can see it hanging over the Denver area. And I will go ahead and show that there. Well, not exactly over the Denver area, but right here. The reason why we're getting the severe weather in Nebraska and South Dakota here is we got a triple point where we got a stationary front and a cold front and partial warm front that was out here earlier today, and with that dry front as well. So we're seeing that 3 point, and that's what's really leading to our severe weather risk as well. As this dry front moved through, I believe that's where those storms really fired at, was from that dry front today.
Oh, there is a tour possible with this rosebud severe thunderstorm warning. There is a tour possible with this severe thunderstorm warning down or up in South Dakota. Tour possible.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna put our focus over here now, for the South Dakota area. This is where we were talking about. Great job, Austin. You were talking about the storm earlier. You did an excellent job here. You predicted the possible rotation on this, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it. And it does look like we've seen a strengthen within the storm. You can actually see multiple areas that could be rotating within the storm. We'll continue to really keep an eye on this storm, but again, folks, this storm in South Dakota has a tour possible indication on it with 1.50 in size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible within it. So if you are in this area, please do take, as this is precaution, go ahead and start grabbing things that you need to take, move into a safe place in an interior room of your house, and stay there until it is safe to do so, and we'll let you know if it is safe.
No, I think the strongest rotation is near the rose bud community and the two strike. You kind of, I think you can kind of see that on radar and reflectivity. That's
Right.
where the strongest rotation is right now. But there's still kinks of rotation along that line.
Agreed. I agree with you, Austin.
Hey Nick,
Yes, Travis, go ahead.
question.
Go
What
ahead.
radar site is that tool possible one?
I'm now using the KUDX radar site in South Dakota.
Hold on, I'm gonna browse it. Radar update. Which one is it?
The KUDX radar site
Okay, thank
in
you.
South
That's
Dakota.
all.
No problem. Yep, and Austin, we're starting to see an uptick just south of White River, I believe, right here. I don't know if you see that couplet now coming
White River?
together.
White River?
Just south of White River,
Just
southwest of White River. I think that's a little bit of a couplet beginning to form. If not, very soon.
in South Dakota, right?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to look for it. Is it? Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I can see the couplet a little bit. Just not like it's not extremely big or a strong rotation, but I can still see that rotation.
Alright, folks, sorry for that silence there. Just trying to figure out what was. As you can see, we got our TV back here. Totally not real. And we also have the TMC Weather Center stream behind me. That is covering for the Maryland region. I am a morning forecaster for the TMC Weather Center, and that's mainly why we got the stream on back there. But go check out Tanner Shiro. He is the owner of the TMC Weather Center. and is awesome. Right. All right, folks. So again, we're really continuing to watch this area in the tornado watch. That includes Hayes, Dodge City, Larned, Great Bend, Russell, Norton, going into Kearney, South Dakota or Nebraska, excuse me, and going into Woodward, Oklahoma, and Perryton, Texas. This is where we're continuing to watch this dry line move into that tornado watch region. Right here is our dry line. And we're also continuing to monitor these storms up here in South Dakota. We got one with a tornado possible tag just north of Rosebud. Our radar tech, Austin Jones, helped us predict and see that at least 10 minutes before that tornado possible tag was added. And thank you, Austin, for doing that. We're going to continue to watch these general areas within this storm as we continue throughout the evening. It does look like it's weakened, but it's continuing to at least broadly rotate. We don't really have the best radar data out here, so that's the unfortunate thing. So it's not beneficial for us.
Yeah, definitely not. We definitely don't have the best. It's like right outside of both radars that's
Right.
closest to these storms. There is a special weather statement. Northern Texas, real close to the Oklahoma border. Um, it's been around. It's been there for a while now. It says no, still moving northeast, still 55 miles an hour, still wind gusts at 40 and half-inch hail, still radar indicated, and gusty winds can knock down tree limbs and blow around uh, unsecured objects, and minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. So, like trampolines outside and everything.
Yes, thank you, Austin. And just now looking at around the Meade, Kansas region, we are starting to see a little bit of development begin to show up here. So this is something that we'll have to watch for. This is just a little rain shower, a little drizzle around that area, but as we continue into the evening, I'm 100% sure that will start developing into our tornado threat later on tonight over that area.
You think that's gonna? Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, definitely, I can see that. Uh, mineral. We need to look at Mineral Wells of Texas. I can take care of that. For you, Nick.
Let
Mineral.
me turn on my special weather statements before you start talking so they can actually see what we're talking
Yeah, yeah.
about. All right, go ahead.
So for Mineral Wells, Texas, right now you're fine. You're probably gonna be fine for the rest of the night, and maybe a shower or two, but you're gonna be fine for tonight. Uh, the main concern is to your northwest and the north of you, where these storms are starting to fire up. Um, and uh, southern Oklahoma and western of you. So Mineral Wells, Texas. You're fine. You're fine.
Yes, I agree with you, Austin. So yeah, Mineral Wells, Texas, as Austin was just talking about, you should be fine. Maybe some rain showers into the early morning hours tomorrow, but you're mainly going to stay dry here. If we look south towards just south of Vernon, Texas, we do got that special weather statement, and this storm does look interesting, in my opinion. It's kind of like got a V shape a little bit, and it's almost trying to form something out in front of it, which we call hook echoes. But right now, it's just a storm that we'll watch, and right now, that special weather statement is about to expire. So,
Up in Lawton, Oklahoma, I see some. I think I see some development around the Lawton area of Oklahoma, Nick. So yeah,
Alright, I appreciate that. I'm trying to find where he is today.
there's still that tour possible tag with that severe thunderstorm warning that expires in 36 minutes. So you have till 10 o'clock Central Daylight Time till this expires. Unless it weekends. Oh, Nick, can you look at this uh tour possible warning? I don't know if this is just noise or anything, but this can you can you just look at this real quick?
Yep, alright.
Thank you,
Oh
Nick.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
So if you look just southwest of White River, this is pretty much heading uh, northwest of White River here. We got that broad rotation, but it's definitely rotating. That's what we got that tornado possible tag here. I'm just gonna go ahead and get some uh, alert music playing.
Thank,
This is
thank you
something
for
all good, and I thank you for mentioning it, because now I'm starting to see, as the newer radar scans move in, we can actually see in this general area, we're really starting to see that storm just rotate a little bit, but it's trying to get its act together right now as we go throughout the evening. So we're again something that we're going to really continue to keep an eye on throughout the evening. But for right now, it still has that tornado possible tag with giant to large hail possible still and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
yes, sir. You are right.
And we are going to continue to watch this storm. That's my main focus because I think that's our only severe thunderstorm warning we have for the moment.
Yes, you are correct. There's five new special weather statements. There's five special weather statements.
Yep, just in there.
One is in northern Kentucky where that's been there for like an hour or so now.
Yep.
And then two in Virginia. And then um there's two two new ones now.
Right.
Near the Wall community in South Dakota. Also now and you still have that one in northern Texas. Texas, not Texas. What am I talking about? Yeah, I think I'm seeing some development around the El Reno community in Oklahoma.
Right.
Yeah, so that possibly can get things going. I agree with you with the Dodge City near Meade. I agree with you on that. In the Manhattan Lincoln area, maybe a little bit.
Yep. So yeah, we are starting to see the rainfall pick up a little bit there. And you said the El Reno area, and yep, I see where you're talking about. Just some pockets of rain showers is what we're seeing. Ever been to El Reno? It's a flat land, so if there's ever lightning out there, I'm sure it's beautiful.
Oh, definitely.
Love to go back there.
Hey, I'm going out to Oklahoma this summer.
Ooh, nice. I would love to go back over to Oklahoma. If I
Yeah,
had a chance to, I would love to.
have you been there before, Nick?
I have last summer I did.
Oh, nice, dude. Where'd you go?
Went to Tulsa, but also traveled through Coweta, Oklahoma, and Waukeeta, not Coweta, Waukeeta, Oklahoma, and through El Reno as well.
Oh, dude, nice. I'm supposed to be going with my church group to Pawnee, Oklahoma, which is just a little northwest of Tulsa.
If you ever get the free time, I definitely recommend going to Waukeeta or
Waukeeta.
to the El Reno uh, Twist X Memorial.
Okay. Uh, well, this basically we're just like a mission trip and everything, so we're gonna help the people because we're going to a pretty impoverished place in Oklahoma. Oh, what's Travis saying?
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Travis is talking about that rotation.
Yep. So yeah, I was about to talk about that. I
Sorry.
wouldn't be surprised if we get a trail warning within the next couple of minutes. If this continues, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something come out of this. It's really started rotating, and definitely something that I'm continuing to watch for, and Austin is as well.
I
Travis,
don't.
if you don't mind, would you like to talk a little bit? I see you typing there. If you can't, all right, that's fine. All right, where's this from? Never mind.
I don't know if the rotation's getting a little weaker near the
Yeah, I was about to
middle.
say, I think it is too.
Yeah, but
All
we
right,
can't just base off something off of one or two scans. Gonna have to keep watching it.
right. So here's a wide look of what we're really seeing here, folks, and this is just an impressive view of how large the system is. The system is a large cold front that was ejected off earlier or during Sunday afternoon and moved into the area by tonight. And it will continue to move into these areas until tomorrow, Tuesday. It will impact the Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri regions. And then day three, where we will see an impact of severe weather through the Kentucky, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Ohio. The Ohio Valley regions there is where we'll see our impact from those areas. Again, if you got any questions, if you want us to talk about your area, if you got any concerns, we will let you know, and feel free to ask.
Hey Nick, do you think they're gonna create a flash flood or like area flood advisory for that special weather statement near Mason and Cordova in Kentucky,
Could be
right south of
possible.
Cincinnati? Because that's kind of just staying over there. Yeah.
I do want to mention that just a report here from Emergency Management reports of flash flood at 5th, April 15th, 9:20 p.m. Central Daytime. Street impassable due to flowing water. A vehicle attempted to pass and was pushed off the road. Folks, that is something I hate to hear. Please don't even try to drive in flooded roadways, especially if it's dark. You really need to pay attention and just stay off the roadways, especially if you're in that flash flood warning. But water is reported going over roadways and making them impassable around the LaGrange and Park Lake and Bullardsville, Kentucky region. If you are on 71, you're probably experiencing that flash flooding area as well. So please do take that as note and do not drive on flooded roadways. Always turn around and don't drive.
Turn around. Yeah, turn around, don't drown. That's what I was about to say, man. Turn around, don't drown. I've
Yeah,
always heard that saying since when I was a little kid, man. Turn
yep.
around and don't drown.
Me too. And not to interrupt you there, I'm continuing to still watch the storm just south of Dodge City. Not exactly a storm, it's just a development of a shower that's out here. But as of
Mm,
now, staying quiet.
thankfully.
Agreed.
I don't know, a little bit. I feel like maybe that storm's starting to get some more energy. The storm near Mead, north, little more, north of Mead. Can you see that, Nick?
Say that one more time.
I feel like I'm starting to see that storm a little bit north of Mead. Uh,
Oklahoma.
oh, what?
Oklahoma. Where's
Uh,
the location? Sorry.
Kansas. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said Obama for a second. I'm like, what?
No. All right, so Meade, Kansas. Okay, yeah. So you're talking about the same rainstorm that I was talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like that's kind of gaining some strength a little bit.
It is, but it's taking its time right now.
It's behaving for now. There's a special weather statement near Rapid City, Interstate 90 near the Wall community, Quinn community, uh yeah, around the Wall community, Quinn community. There is a special weather statement. Uh I'm gonna read off what this says. Uh uh Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm, not severe, a strong thunderstorm over northeastern Badlands National Park. They're 32 miles southwest of Phillip, moving northwest at 35 miles an hour. Hazard wind gusts at 50 to 55 miles per hour with nickel-sized hail. Um, radar indicated gusty winds could knock down tree limbs, blow around unsecured objects, and minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Uh, this strong thunderstorm will be near northern Badlands National Park about 8:25 mountain time, which is 8:35 mountain time now, and around Wasta around 8:45 mountain time, where it's 8:35 right now. Includes Interstate 90 and mile markers 81 and 124 between 81 and 124, and a severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for southwestern and west central South Dakota.
Thank you, uh, Austin. That was a great job. And bringing our focus towards White River again, we still got that tornado possible tag on it. And around the South Dakota regions, again, tornado possible tag. It's on this severe thunderstorm warning, and it will continue for the next 24 minutes if the National Weather Service doesn't decide to discontinue. But there's still that rotation there, so I don't think they will within the next few couple of minutes here as the rotation does begin to weaken a little bit there. So we'll continue to watch that trend for sure. Uh, and let's just hope that that trend continues. But right now, the storm is really cranking some larger hail out here uh, with, again, hail larger than 1.50 inches or just an inch, almost 2 inches in size hail is what we're seeing out
Can
here, or what
can
is
I read off
possible.
what? Sorry to interrupt you, Nick.
You're good.
Uh, can I read off what this says?
Yes, you may.
Says severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect till 10 o'clock Central Daylight Time, so 23 minutes. Uh, ping pong sized hail moving north at 35 miles an hour. This is radar indicated, but listen to this. Impact people and animals outdoors will be injured. People and animals outdoor will be injured. So please stay inside of these storms. Please, please, please stay inside. This is almost 2 inch hail. Please stay inside. It's ping pong ball size hail. Um. Expect hail damage to roofs, sidings, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, sidings, and trees. And it will be near Cedar, but around 9:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which is 9:38 right now. So it's probably past that a little bit.
Agreed. Thank you, Austin. And going down south towards the Fowler, Kansas region, where this storm, little rain showers, beginning to have moderate rain showers being seen on it. So we're starting to see development now within this one storm here. So we're going to continue to monitor this area, but uh, Austin and Travis, I'm actually, uh, I think we're gonna end the live stream here very soon, due to me having stuff that I gotta do tomorrow. Unfortunately, if we do see warnings get out, and we start seeing tornado warnings, I will put them up on Twitter. So follow me at WeathermanNick1 on Twitter, and I will continuously update you there. But we'll stay here for another few minutes. But I do plan to end the live stream here pretty soon.
Sounds good, Nick. Um, yeah, these storms a little north of Meade and Fuller in Kansas are is kind of starting to pick up a little bit. A lot of rain showers. So,
Agreed.
um, there's possibility that that can keep growing. I don't know this severe thunderstorm in South Dakota. That feel like it's been going on for forever. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it's just been going forever.
We still got 21 minutes on it,
Yep.
and we still got that broad rotation with it, so it's still going for sure.
Yeah. It's still going, but
Now, if we do get a tornado warning issued, we will stay here, even if it's 10 o'clock. That's my rule. If we get a tornado warning
yep.
issued, we'll stay here.
Yes, sir.
Austin, do you have a Twitter?
I used to, but recently, not recently, but like probably like 3 months ago, I deleted Twitter with TikTok.
Okay. I was just curious. Because if you did, I was gonna let Travis plug your channel in or
Yeah,
Twitter.
just Twitter's just I don't know. I deleted TikTok and Twitter because they're both just really negative platforms, you know.
Yep, I agree with that. Hey, just an update here on that storm south of Dodge City, Kansas. We're starting to get a little bit of lightning being picked up now, and we're actually seeing a large uptick on this storm now. Um, it's fairly small, but it's getting there. If this storm develops before we end the live stream, we'll probably be on for quite a while. Some of
All right,
these,
yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just want to say this storm near Vernon, Texas, right on the border with Oklahoma, started getting some strength and everything like that. So, um,
Yep, I see that too.
yeah,
And we just got an update on that severe thunderstorm warning in North Dakota. They cut some counties out. We still got 19 minutes on it, and they're continuing the tornado possible tag on it. I do believe they're probably going to add a new severe thunderstorm warning out in front of it. There's nothing that doesn't make me think that they won't. So we are starting to also see some storms develop west of the Mullen, Nebraska region. So we're continuing to really see that these storms continue. They're not really warned yet, but they're starting to develop throughout the evening. But what y'all think that will actually never mind. Hold up here. All right, so bear with me here. All right, so we just got a report from Wyoming County, West Virginia, I believe it is. Um, broadcast media reports of hail up to golf ball size hail, or 1.75 inch in size, at April 15, 8:36 p.m. EDT or Eastern Daytime. Hail covering the ground, golf ball size hail near the Pineville. Photos received from social media. So this was a while ago. They're just now getting these reports in.
dang, that's a lot of that's big size hill.
Agreed. Um,
There are these storms near the Gary community that have special weather statements with these as well.
yeah.
Um, Southeast 55 miles an hour radar indicated. Minor hail damage to vegetation and gusty winds can knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects.
There goes our dry front. I'm curious what this looks like on satellite. course, due to it being dark, we're not going to be able to see anything. But I'm going to
I
fix
feel
that.
feel like
There
this
we go.
thunderstorm in Vernon, Texas, getting a little bit more stronger, which isn't surprising since this storm's uh has this energy with it, so it's
Right.
not surprising.
And sorry to interrupt here. Um, so looking at that storm around the Greenville region, I think it was my brain. Dodge City, excuse me, Dodge City, Kansas. That you can actually see it in the atmosphere from up in space. We're looking at the water vapor here, and we are starting to see those storms develop. Uh, but I don't plan to stay here any much longer, and I do apologize, folks. If it was during the summertime, I'd be here all night. But unfortunately, I don't. I'm not able to do that for tonight. So Austin and Travis, what do you think? We just go ahead and end it off for the night, and if anything pops up, we'll just post on Twitter. What do you think?
That sounds fun, and I can post on Facebook if you want me to.
Alright, you don't have to, but that works as well. Travis? Yay!
Oh, do you want me posting on the weather group or just on my account? And like,
You can post on the group that we made for today or have for today, and you can kind of continuously make updates there.
am I part of that group?
Yeah, you are. One last update here before we head off. Uh, we are starting to see some. We may get a special weather statement for this storm here soon, but this storm is heading for Dodge City. A small pea-sized hail might be detected, radar indicated here, just on 23. If you're on 23, you may be getting some of that smaller hail. We're gonna please, please stay weather aware this evening and continue to watch any radars or National Weather Service. But we thank you very much for tuning in with us here at the North, or with Nicholas WX here on YouTube. We really hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Please stay weather aware, and the weather event is definitely not over yet. This is going to be a nocturnal event, so please stay weather aware. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.